Hi there, my name is Taylor Ann Adams and I'm the Managing Director of Member Success here at the Cannon. And we are grateful today to be joined by Brooks, who is a co-founder of CryptoEQ.
Brooks Vaughn, co-founder of CryptoEQ. I'm also the head of R&D and innovation at CryptoEQ. And I've been investing and trading cryptocurrencies for about 8 years now. And it's great to be here today at the Cannon.
Well, we've got a lot of questions for you. Cryptocurrency is a very hot topic these days. And I'm going to start with a really tough question. What is cryptocurrency?
Yeah, that is kind of a tough question. So cryptocurrency is a new financial system that runs kind of on decentralized networks. And so it's looking to kind of run in parallel to the financial system we all use every day. You know, go to the bank and we're accessing the current financial system. But with cryptocurrencies, it's being done in a way that eliminates some of the middlemen. So if you think of your bank as kind of a middleman, to access your money, you go to the bank. With cryptocurrency, the middleman is the programs that are running the cryptocurrencies. And so there's less trust involved and it's more accessible to more people around the world. And so in the US, we're lucky, we have very good financial systems and almost everybody can access it. But if you look at other places in the world, they have less access to banks and things like that. And so cryptocurrency can give them access that they never had before.
That's great. And I think that leads me into the next question, which is about Bitcoin, which is one of the most popular cryptocurrencies, obviously. But how has that really kind of transitioned the financial markets in a way, and how has it made it more accessible for other people to kind of enter into financial options?
Yeah, so Bitcoin's the first cryptocurrency, and it introduced this idea of a decentralized asset. And what's amazing about something decentralized is there's no gatekeepers. And so anybody can access Bitcoin anywhere in the world. And that just opens up the doorway to a lot of people that have never had access to these type of systems before. And now we're seeing other cryptocurrencies like Ethereum come along, and they're adding even more financial systems to that and give users even more access to services they may have never had access to before.
That's great. And I know that we hear about crypto in the news all the time, and someone can send a tweet out and all of a sudden prices go crazy and tweets are going off. How does it become a trusted source of, like a trusted financial source when it is such a volatile product?
Yeah, so Bitcoin is programmable money. So the Bitcoin program has been running for about 10 years now. And it's very hard for anyone to change that program. And so the trust kind of comes in the fact that this is something that cannot be easily changed or altered, and nobody can hack the system. And so the longer it exists, basically, the more trust is built, because it's kind of proving itself that, hey, this thing that we set in motion 10 years ago is still working today, and anybody can access it, and the level of trust just grows every day it exists.
That's great. And so outside of Bitcoin, which is obviously one of the most well-known cryptocurrencies, what other cryptocurrencies exist that you feel like we should know about?
Yeah, there's a lot of cryptocurrencies. I think there's as many as 5,000 to 7,000 these days. But there's really only a few that we call the blue chips. And Ethereum is the most notable of all of those. A lot of the new, you'll hear this term DeFi a lot. A lot of the new DeFi stuff is run on Ethereum. And so it's really the leader when it comes to platforms for things like DeFi and NFTs. And so it's really come along. And when we talk about cryptocurrencies, we often talk about Bitcoin and Ethereum together because they're the blue chips and they're the leaders and the most interesting of all the cryptocurrencies.
And what do you mean by blue chip?
So if you look at the amount of people using these cryptocurrencies, Bitcoin and Ethereum are used a lot more than almost any other cryptocurrency out there by a huge margin. So the majority of the things that we're talking about when we're talking crypto are either Bitcoin or Ethereum. A lot of the other cryptocurrencies are a lot newer, or their infrastructure is just not as well developed as what we see with Bitcoin and Ethereum.
So that's super helpful. Thank you so much for being here today, and thanks for tuning in and joining us. You guys can learn more at CryptoEQ, and you can find us at the Cannon.